All right, now we're going to move on to new business, approval of agreement with Go Solutions for a fee for service reimbursement.
Tim will touch on this. What I'm trying to do as we send out the board packet is put more under the header so that you understand some of the legwork the administration's done in this. And I sent up a follow-up yesterday, and I'm working with the administration to improve the headers that come out in the board packet. But Tim had previously sent this contract multiple times through Todd, our attorney, and Go Solutions and them have made the changes our attorney had recommended, as well as LADSI is encouraging other schools in our co-op to use Go Solutions, and I'll let Tim speak to that, as well as to what it's going to cost RB to use Go Solutions.
Yeah, there are two types of reimbursements that you can receive for special education services. One is called Medicaid outreach, which is kind of based on the total costs of salaries and benefits and supplies and things of that nature that you have for different types of special education clinicians. We do that right now. We bring in about $15,000 a year on that. This is a fee-for-service is a different type of thing. It's we get set up in this case on Go Solutions computer. The people who are the clinicians, people who are occupational therapists, physical therapists, speech, generally special education people, will go into the system. They'll log every time they actually provide a service to a child that has an IEP, and then Go Solutions uses that along with the state Medicaid information to calculate what the reimbursements are going to be that we get from the state. The initial cost on this to set this up with them is $1,000. After that, they charge us 95 cents for each of those occurrences, which would probably run, it could run up to $2,000 or $3,000 a year. But they're projecting that we're going to bring in about $10,000 to $17,000 was their estimate. So the $10,000 was conservative. Hopefully, it'll be a little bit more than that. So it really is a good situation for us.
And other schools are doing this now?
Yes.
Other LADSI schools?
Other LADSI schools are doing this. Yes. When I contacted Todd about the agreement, he actually sent me a copy of the contract that he had revised for Gower School District. You know, they'd done the work with them, and then we had Go Solutions make all the same changes.
Any other questions or did you have for Tim on this?
Who is our program manager for this? Is it you?
The program manager, it would probably be on the financial side of it would be me. On the special ed side of it would be Gail Branken.
Okay.
All right, any other discussion?
Is this a one-time fee, or do we pay the $1,000 every year?
The $1,000 is a one-time fee.
Okay. And then is it an ongoing contract? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Until we can.
This is, I think,
discontinue it?
this is set up as a 3-year contract,
Okay.
but then it can be ongoing, yes.
Okay.
Any other questions? All right, I need a motion.
Resolved that the Board of Education Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois, hereby approves the agreements with Go Solutions for fee-for-service reimbursements from the state as presented in the April 10, 2012 Board Agenda Packet.
Have a second?
Second.
Second by Mike Welch. Any other discussion? Mary Ann?
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. Welch?
Yes.
Mr. Goodchick?
Yes.
Ms. Hruska?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Moon?
Yep.
Mr. Cindy?
Yes. All right, next item is IHSA membership renewal.
As I sent in the header for the board packet, this is an annual process that the district needs to do to approve that it's going to be a part of, renew the membership as well as follow the Constitution and bylaws and policies of the IHSA. Art Ostro is our building administrator who monitors those. Pam Bilesma is considered our official rep, so all communication from the IHSA is communicated through Ms. Bilesma. Mr. Ostro monitors that on a day-to-day basis. Before the start of every athletic season, on the official start dates by the IHSA, coaches have to attend or either a webinar or a compliance meeting, and if not, notification is sent to Ms. Bilesma and Mr. Ostro to then monitor and to get those requirements met. So a board member had requested just a brief update on who manages those responsibilities for us on a regular basis with the compliance to the IHSA policies.
Any other questions?
The amount of money this involves?
0.
Any other questions?
We pay fees to the IHSA, don't we?
No, they've waived those fees again.
Oh, okay.
All right, do I have a motion?
Resolved that the Board of Education, Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois hereby approves the renewal of membership in the Illinois High School Association for the 2012-13 school year as presented in the April 10, 2012 Board Agenda Packet.
Can we hold off on seconding that motion for a second? There was a revised motion because the IHSA required us to adopt two things. One was renewing it for a year, and the other one was that we would agree to abide by the Constitution, bylaws, terms, conditions, administrative procedures, etc., and that was added to the revised motion.
Okay.
I'll withdraw that motion and read the motion on the green paper. Resolved that the Board of Education, Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois hereby approves the renewal of the membership in the Illinois High School Association for the 2012-13 school year and agrees to adopt and abide by the Constitution, bylaws, terms and conditions, and administrative procedures, guidelines, and policies of the association for the 2012-2013 school term as presented in the April 10, 2012 Board Agenda Packet.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Tim Welch. Any other discussion?
I would just say, next time it comes, because we have to abide by their bylaws, it would have been helpful to have the link. Fortunately, I had those bylaws because I was looking at the coach-student ratio stuff on there. But it's helpful for us to know what we're agreeing to and what those bylaws are.
Yeah, those were all sent yesterday
But,
to your email. I didn't want to print the 200 pages.
well, even a link to the IHA site, and it would be helpful if it didn't come the day before we were going to vote on it.
Okay.
So we had time to read it.
Okay, Mary Ann?
Mr. Welch?
Yes.
Mr. Goodchick?
Yes.
Ms. Hruska?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Moon?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. Cindy?
Yes.